Dragalia Lost, an action RPG game developed and published by Nintendo in collaboration with Cygames for Android and iOS. It was released in selected regions on September 27, 2018, and so far have gathered many positive reviews around the globe. The story takes place in Alberia, the kingdom where dragons live. All royal members in Alberia have the dragon transformation ability, where they can wield a dragon's power by forming a pact with a dragon to borrow their form in battle. One day, a strange occurrence begins to happen in this kingdom. The holy shroud protected by the capital starts to lose its power. In order to save his people, the seventh prince, who has not made a pact with the dragon, sets off on his dragon selection trial. Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming. In this video, we are going to look into the tips and tricks for anyone who like to start playing Dragalia Lost. It will not be an A to Z guide, but it's still quite comprehensive nevertheless. And since this is catered towards newbie, we are going to cover some really basic stuff. So if you are seasoned to this game, you might already know most of it, but you never know, maybe there's something you could still pick up from the video. Okay, that's all for the introduction, and let's get into the program. First, let's talk about game settings. Depending on your preference, you could change the graphic and quality of the game. Let's say you have a dated phone and would still want to run the game as smoothly as possible. You could opt to set the quality to minimal so that it does not tax your phone that much. And of course, if you have a high-spec phone and would like to play the game with the best quality possible, you could always set it to the maximum. Anyway, are you tired of downloading each chapter one by one when you progress? There's actually a batch download button in the option menu that allows you to download the entire content in one go. But I would suggest you to download it when you have a Wi-Fi connection, since it's actually quite a big file. Oh, did you know you could change the display and voice language individually? Let's say you really like the voice acting of the Japanese cast and you can't read a single line of Japanese. You have the option to do that. Here comes the essence of all gacha games: re-rolling. If you are new to the term, basically it's a method where you keep restarting the game over and over and over again to maximize your game from the free summon you get. The main objective is to get something extremely rare or useful without having to spend real money, and eventually making your game progress much easier. In Dragalia Lost, you could easily get 3000 worm mites after finishing the first prologue. And with that, you could do 2 tenfold summon. Just pray you could get something good. If you did not get any, it's time to uninstall the game and try again. Repeat this process until you get your desired result. And remember, do not link your Nintendo account until you are satisfied with your free summon. Once you have linked it, you are stuck with what you have. So what should you pull first? I would recommend summoning a 5-star dragon as your top priority, then Adventurer. The boost you get from a 5-star dragon is really good if they share the same element with an Adventurer. Bear in mind, rerolling requires a lot of patience and time, and it totally depends on the RNGs. If you're lucky, you might hit the jackpot in one try. If not, maybe a day or two. Good luck. As you progress through the campaign, you eventually unlock more features, such as crafting, castle building, upgrades, etc. Here's a full list of features you get to unlock. For starter, try at least to reach Chapter 2, Map 2-1. By clearing it, you get to unlock co-op and event quests, which brings us to our next 2 tips. When you first unlock the multiplayer mode, you'll be rewarded with 50 worm mites for every 50 new players you co-opt. In total, that's a maximum of 2500 worm mites just by doing co-ops, which is equivalent to 16 summons. Not bad, I would say. There's 3 event quests which you will get after clearing Chapter 2-1. The first is Avenue to Power, an event quest to farm for crystals. So what is the use of crystal, you ask? It gives experience to your adventurer without the need to go into combat. So if you have a lot of crystals, you could max level a fresh adventurer in a few seconds. There's 3 difficulty in Avenue to Power: Beginner, Standard and Expert. The harder the difficulty, the better crystal you'll be rewarded. Here's the types of crystal you get for each difficulty. Next, Avenue to Fortune. The best place to farm rupees. FYI, rupees is one of the main currency of this game. It's mainly used for castle building and weapon crafting, and you will need lots of it to make your team strong. An Avenue to Fortune gives out lots of rupees. Same as Avenue to Power, it also comes with 3 difficulty. The easiest will give you 1400 to 1800 rupees per round, and the hardest will give you 5000 to 7000 rupees. It's a fairly easy quest even on the hardest mode, so do give it a try when you're running low on cash, which is every single time in my opinion. Last, Elemental Runes. In order to upgrade your nodes in mana circles, orbs plays an important role in unlocking skills and abilities for an adventurer. And Elemental Runes provide the perfect platform to farm the required elemental orbs to upgrade an adventurer's mana circles, making them stronger and efficient during combat. Every day, a different elemental rune will be available, so do pay attention on which element belongs to which day. Here's a full schedule for your reference. Do take note that during the weekend, all elemental runes are open for farming. However, the difficulty is limited to beginner and normal only. PS. While doing any quest, try to make full use of Yuden. You know that blonde hair prince you're forced to use at the start of the game? Yeah, that one. He has a unique ability to gain more player experience, which makes leveling a lot faster. His ability even works during co-op even if he's not the leader. You'll still be able to receive bonus experience as long as he's in the team. Might, the general strength indicator for an adventurer and a team. It may not be super accurate, but it gives you a rough estimation on how developed an adventurer is. More importantly, it is used to unlock harder quests. If your might is lower than the requirement for a quest, you might not be able to join it. Here's a list of areas and priorities you could improve your might. As you can see, mana circle, adventurer's level, upgrading, unbinding and enhancing weapon, and castle building should be your top priority to raise might. There's a list of stuff you should do on a daily basis to maximize your gain. By completing these tasks, you will get a decent amount of freebies to upgrade your adventurers, dragons, weapons and worm prints. The top priority on the list is your free daily item summon, and it gives you a 10 random material each time you summon. Material like mana, rupees, crafting materials, dragon fruits, etc. all could be summoned from here. Other important tasks includes your daily login, giving gifts to your dragons, and the standard daily endeavors. After clearing the entire story mode, you will be presented with challenge events. Events such as Onslaught, Dragon Trials are all available in the event page. This is the place where you really put your skills to the test. Build up a strong team, raise your might, and co-op with other players to challenge this event and be rewarded handsomely for your effort. I will not go into details since this video will only cover the fundamentals of the game. I will leave it for another day, I guess. And that's all for my humble beginner's guide. I hope you find this useful. Do click the like button, subscribe and click on the notification icon as I will try to bring more Dragalia Lost content in the future. Thank you for watching and see you soon.